Percent increase and decrease problems are pretty easy if you just follow a certain procedure. Let's take first example. Bob improved his bench press from 205 to 235 pounds. What percent increase was this? So let's represent this as a picture. He started at 205 pounds. This is where he originated. He went up to 235 pounds, and that was a difference of 30 pounds. All you need to do here is to follow this formula. The difference, in this case 30, is what percent of the origin, in this case 205. Well, let's take a look at this, maybe make an estimate. Let's start at 205 pounds. Now, if he went up, 10% of 205 is 20. Well, in this case, he went up 30 pounds, so that's going to be more than 10%. So let's just go, our estimate is going to be more than 10%. So if we get some weird answer that's way larger or less than 10%, we'll know we did it wrong. So let's write out the question. Bob improved his bench press, so here's what we're going to do. 30 is what percent of 205? So let's set this up as a proportion. As always, we make our two bars. 30 is what percent? As always, we go x over 100. What comes after of the 205, so we put that on the bottom. And the remainder is, the remaining number is 30. Let's put that on the top. Now, if we cross multiply, we're going to get 205x is equal to 3,000. Let's divide both sides by 205. Cancel, and we get x is equal to 14.634. And so Bob improved his percent by, let's round it to the nearest hundredth. It was a 14.63% increase. And that kind of is within the range of our estimate, which was more than 10%. All right, let's go to example number 2. This case, we're going to do a percent decrease. Ajax stock dropped from $65 a share to $53 per share. What percent decrease with this? Now, in this case, we start at 65, so let's call that our origin. And it went down $12. Okay, well, let's again take a look at this. What's 10% of 65? That would be 6.5. 20% would be like 13. So 12 is going to be, we're in the range of 20%. Not quite, but let's make an estimate of almost 20%. Now let's write out the problem. 12 is what percent of 65? And we're going to put our proportions here. We'll go x over 100 is equal to 12 of 65, so 65 goes on the bottom. We'll go 65x, let's cross multiply. Divide by 65. And cancel, and we'll get x is equal to 18.461. Now that's close to 20%, and so we had an 18.46% decrease. And there we go. All right, let's go to a third example. This is going to involve a real small number. When heated, the diameter of a pipe expands from 8.41 inches to 8.47 inches. What percent increases this? Well, we're doing an increased problem. And let's find what the difference is. Let's go 8.47 minus 8.41. And we're going to have a 0.6 inch increase. So what is the question? Well, the question is, zero point 0.06 is what percent of 8.41? Because again, we originated at 8.41. In this case, the difference, 0.06. Okay, let's just set that up. Now, what would 10% of 8.41 be? 10% would be 0.8. This is 0.06. So we're looking at a small percentage, probably under 1%. All right, so let's set it up. 0.06 is what percent? The minute you see what percent, you put x over 100. Of 8.41, write 8.41 in the denominator. What's left? 0.06. Put that right there. So now we write 8.41x we're going to cross multiply, is equal to 100, let's just write this out, times 0.06. Now, if we multiply something by 100, we move the decimal point over as many places there are zeros. So what we're going to have is 8.41x is equal to, we're going to move the decimal over 2, it's going to equal 6. We divide both sides by 8.41, and we're going to get x, cancel, x is equal to 0.713. So this was a 0.71% increase. And sure enough, it was under 1%. All right, there you go. I hope this is helpful.